Also in Deutschland drohen schwere Sturmböen.
Lokal 100 Kilometer Höhe. Dieser Sturm zieht dann über die Nordsee und über die...
Starke Sturmböen.
Dieser erste Sturm der Saison.
Böen teilweise um die 90, örtlich sogar noch mehr Kilo.
What's up guys, welcome to a new video. It's good to see you again. I just came from Silvaplana, which is where the Formula Foil World Championship happened, and I'm back in Germany right now, back in front of the camera, so glad you guys tuned in again. As I said, I competed in Silvaplana for the Formula Foil Worlds, and the conditions were absolutely firing. Unfortunately, I couldn't do as well as I wanted to. I finished 31st from 130 competitors or something, probably for a lack of training. As you guys saw, there have been lots of videos before I went to Silvaplana. Now the last video has probably been 2 or 3 weeks ago due to this competition. But yeah, probably should have trained a little bit more for that. But happy to be back in front of the camera for you guys. And I drove to Silvaplana with none less than Arnon Dagan, the legend. Thanks man for taking me. As you guys know, my car was broken, but you guessed it right, what I'm sitting in right now is my new car. And before you guys say anything, no, I am not paid to show this car. I wish I was. I wish this was a sponsorship, but yeah, I've always just been a big fan of Mercedes, and to be honest, I kind of wanted a small car. I know what you guys are gonna say. And this was actually the #1 question that my friends asked me when I told them about getting this car. Nico, how are you gonna fit all your gear in this car? And to be honest, I don't know yet. All I know is that I wanted a good looking car, and I can still drive a big camper van in, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, whatever. I just think it's a great car for now, and I'm sure I'm gonna make it fit somehow. Real quick, the 3 things I like the best about this car. First of all, it looks freaking amazing. Second, it's got a proper music system even in the back of the car for my gear, I guess. I don't know what for, but definitely in the front, and that is important for all the long trips obviously. And third, which is something super basic, but guys, having a reliable car that you don't have to worry about braking is really relieving, because my old car would stop and break down really often, so that's kind of a big deal for me. And obviously this car is much bigger than most people's car, but compared to my old car, this is kind of a lot smaller, and my old car was kind of already exploding with gear, so yeah, I guess I'm restricting myself a little bit with this one. But talking about restriction, you guys know that I have an internal CO2 tax on myself, so depending on how much CO2 I emit throughout the year, I'm planting mangroves to compensate for that CO2. So this car is obviously much more fuel efficient than my previous one, and because of that I emit less CO2, and because of that I have to pay less internal tax and plant less mangroves, which I guess is not so good, but then obviously it's good because I don't emit as much CO2 in the first place. So yeah, pretty happy about that. And from today on I'm gonna find out if this car and the size of the car works for me, and you guys are gonna be the witness of that. Right now I am actually sitting on the 3rd seat, so I decided to keep a 3rd seat because obviously most of the time I'm gonna be driving. Most of the time my wife Alara is gonna be sitting right here. And finally we have a spot for Ole in the car if he comes around for filming, so that's pretty cool. Obviously I can take it out right here, but now I gotta keep packing because we got something exciting on the plan. Funny enough, last video was about sailing in a storm in the North Sea, and this time it's gonna be the same thing but a totally different place, and it's gonna be on an island, and I'm gonna go to that island with a ferry. I gotta pack my small slalom board, small wave board, small sails, because guess what? It's gonna be windy. And since I just got this car and I'm gonna leave tomorrow, I should make it feel a little bit more homey. I'm just realizing the car is already pretty full, and there's only 4 sails, 2 boards, so far away from having everything in that I would normally need all the time. But yeah, I guess you're gonna have to wait and see for my next slalom sessions for me to fill this all the way up. Some kind of bed or rack here in the middle would probably be a good solution. So if you guys have any ideas of how I can do this without drilling into the car, please let me know in the comments. I definitely gotta do something in here, right?
Das kann mit lokaal 100 Kilometer per Uhr kommen. Dieser Strom zieht dann über die Nordsee und über die...
My God, it's pouring outside. But the good thing is, the wind is kind of coming from the side rather than from the top. So looks like we're heading right into the storm. But the weather is supposed to get better later on. The island that I'm driving to is called Nordmann, and it's in western Germany, located in the North Sea, and it's actually quite close to Netherlands. I'm a little bit late, the ferry goes every hour, and I'm hopefully gonna be able to go straight on the ferry so I don't have to wait too long. Let's go! Nice. It's windy and the sky is clearing up. It is freaking windy. I have to hold on so hard to the camera so it doesn't fly away. Hey, what's up?
Alles klar.
This is Dennis. He's living on this island since quite a while, and we've been competing together in the German Windsurf Cup. How's life here on the island?
Really good. Today is a great wave day.
Perfect. We're gonna check out the conditions on the beach, and hopefully it's gonna be on fire. We are at the beach and it's absolutely howling. I've been here a couple of years ago for the German Windsurf Cup, but definitely wasn't this windy. I've never seen it crazy like this. The waves are not so big yet. I think Dennis told me that's because it's low tide. So when the tide is pushing later on, it will be wavy.
On fire.
It will be on fire. So this is kind of calling for a super gnarly and windy slalom set. And the waves are not pushing so hard yet. And then later on, looks like when the tide is pushing, we can go wave sailing. Okay, so the big part of the storm has already kind of passed actually with the rain. And now it has dropped a little bit, might come back stronger, but for now I'm gonna rig the 5.8 with a small board and go for a couple of slalom runs. Woof! Jesus, that was more windy than I expected. And now we're rigging the wave gear and getting out on the wave gear. But yeah, the 5.8 was really powered up. Didn't expect it to be this windy. And from 0 to 100, didn't do a warm-up and stuff, which I should have done. So I was a little bit tired there. So Dennis already rigged his 4.5, I think. And he's a big guy, so it's windy out. It's definitely windy. It was probably around 30 knots now. And full power on the 5.8 and now full power on the 4.5. Wave sailing. Let's go.
the day is coming to an end, and wow, what an amazing wave session we had. Actually, we've been out for like hours and hours and hours, and obviously we didn't film everything. And now the last session when I went out with the action cam was pretty much the best of the whole day. We pretty much got the end of the storm because it was very early, but come on guys, what can I do? I woke up at 5:30 and yeah, it was amazing, I would say. It was probably the most windy when I was out with the slalom gear. Look, Dennis, what I have for you. Oh, I got a surla sweater for you because this is the perfect moment to wear it.
I will do it.
But without the t-shirt, because you have to wear it straight on the skin.
So after 5 hours of sailing, I don't need any more food. I just need these.
It's true though. It's true.
Nice.
What a model.
Perfect fitting after surfing. Now we cannot go out for dinner.
Come on, give me a real feedback. Is this fake or what?
It's super soft. It feels like a second skin. I'm in love with it.
It's true. Okay guys, that is it from out here in Nordmann island in the North Sea, and we had lots of fun. Now we're gonna go out, get something to eat, and I'm gonna go back home. So glad you guys tuned in. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel right down below. If you want to get yourself a super cozy towel hoodie surla, the link is down there in the description under the video, so you can check out the website. Put lots of work in, so I would really appreciate if you at least check out the website. Yeah, I would say see you in the next video. Bye guys.
Ich würde sagen, das hat sich gelohnt heute.